Break me off a piece of that.
Brand new car.
Welcome to the Ranger Wrap-Up. Jezzer finally figured it out after he ruined the show.
No, you ruined the show.
Ruined the show.
Early.
Who figured it out?
He ruined the show. Anyway, we're back here live at the Ranger Wrap-Up.
Alternate figured it out, man.
I am back.
Yeah.
Hey,
let me get a new chat.
We know why you guys tune in. I'm not doing this show unless there's 50 people in there. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Welcome to the Ranger Wrap-Up. Thank you for spending your Saturdays with us right here at that hashtag show. Today, we have so much Ranger stuff to talk about, but today is going to be a little bit different than our other Ranger shows. Why, you might ask? Well, because we're going to give it to you guys. We're going to put the show in your hands, the fans. We're going to let you guys kind of dictate what we're doing, what we're going to be talking about in the Ranger community. Currently, right now, Ranger Stop and Pop is going on in some city that I'm not there, and I'm happy not to be there.
Yeah,
but we're back. Right, Jezzer?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
excited. Look at him.
Here's the deal. So here's the way this is going to work. Today, officially, hey, lay off of Jezzer. Well, only I can make fun of him.
Wait, who is it?
I'm just kidding. Never saying this.
Hey, Edward Sanchez, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
You know who you remind me of?
You are, like, listen, I hate how these... No, it comes off,
later.
I know, but it comes from, like, I understand, like, people that don't watch the show. But people that do watch the show that we give content to every single fucking week and not mediocre, stupid ass shit where you're viewing the same shit over and over. No, we're giving you content. We had fucking Mike Rome on the show last week. We had Power Rangers here.
Why are you
like
yelling?
so
Why
much. It's fine. It's fine when it's people that don't watch the show, but if it's people that watch the show, it's like.
Well, that's why they feel they.
Were you born yesterday, motherfucker? Were you not watching? Have you not been watching the show? Have you not been seeing what we've been doing for the fucking fandom this whole fucking time? And y'all still supporting? Oh, I'm gonna review toys. Oh, we have all the news. We don't review shit. You got news on shit. We got all the news. We have everything, and you guys are still giving us shit. You're still fucking with my brain, man. It's fucking
Dang! I want to get that on Instagram story. It was so good.
You lost it.
So good. Hey, but he feels that he has a right to because he watches it all the time.
Hey, Jezzer.
When part of the show, we say Edward Sanchez approved.
Hey, Abe, can you open the door? Anyway.
Alternate lost himself out.
What was my favorite WTF moment in Power Rangers? Well, it just happened right now.
Right now.
It's my favorite WTF moment. This is it. Anyway, Jezzer, you almost had a whole segment to do this.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hold on, wait a second.
Jump the gun. I don't know how that happened so quickly.
No, I still got some. I still got fuel.
Don't know how that happened so quickly.
I still got fuel in the tank. We got some. All
right, so let's get to this one. The blur. By the way, all you guys that are super chatting, we're gonna do something a little bit different this week.
Oh yes.
Because we're gonna move this over to move the super chat to somewhere else that I think you guys are gonna like. Okay. Anyway, real quick. So let's give our first. What's your favorite WTF moment in Power Rangers?
WTF moment. Like in the whole show.
In the whole series, yeah.
Operation Overdrive.
The whole series.
The whole series. Yeah, the whole series. Like, what the fuck was that shit?
Wow. Okay.
That's yours. What's yours?
I was gonna say for me, is it a bad what the fuck or a good one?
Give me whatever.
Missing Mother. That whole thing. I was like, what? Oh my god!
You like the dub on that?
Huh?
You like the dub on that?
No. That was that was so bad because it was like, wait, some of this is like.
That's not Carla Perez.
No, right? That voice isn't familiar at all.
I think a big WTF moment for me. Let's see. It's a tough one. It is a really tough question.
Because there are a few.
Probably when Andros killed Zordon.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. You didn't feel like it was building up towards that?
I don't. Why would you? Here's what doesn't make sense. Everyone overlooks this, and it's so funny. Oh, space is one of the best things. It is. Mm-hmm. But something. So you're trying to go find this guy who gets taken by Dark Spectre, only to kill him?
Well, because things escalated. Like everything just went bad.
That escalated quickly?
Yeah, everything.
Just like the opening of the show.
No, like just everything was bad. Like there's like. Pretty much what they're saying is like, oh, us as a Power Ranger team can't stop this. The only thing that can stop this is you taking the fall for everybody. It's like fucking Miles Dyson in Skynet, like, you know, pressing that button. He's like, oh, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. It's like, how do we end this? How do we fix this? Oh, Miles Dyson just blew up everything.
Yeah, you already get shot in the gut. You're gonna die.
All right. Well, welcome to the chat, everybody. Let us know where you're from and where you're joining us from. We'd like to know that to know where our viewers are from. Not the same. But we're going to be talking about that. So right now we have the super chat feature. I don't want to use it that much this week. What I want to do is move you guys over to something else. But I will take recommendations of what you want us to talk about because that'll be fun too. But what I was talking about earlier, instead of the super chat features, we just opened up Knoxville, Tennessee. We just opened up our first Patreon. Now, this is a Patreon outside of that hashtag show. It's literally going towards Power Rangers Cosmic Protectors. So, I was just in London just this week, actually. And I was talking to Bryn Darby. We met up there, hung out for a bit, and he was talking about some of the stuff that he wanted to see at hashtag show. Because Shezzer and I have been working on changing this show for you. And by next week, this show is going to look a lot different. It's going to change a little bit. But we've been working on a lot of fun segments that we think are great for the Ranger community, right, Jezzer?
Yes.
So, actually, you're only relegated to say yes or no at this point. I don't think you can say anything else. So, we've been working on a lot of things like that, and what we want to do is we want to start doing something different for the Ranger community. Now, I know that there's a lot of podcasts out there, there's a lot of YouTube shows out there, there's a lot of people that do Ranger content. But we want to show you that we have some of the best Ranger content. Actually, we have the best.
The best, not some of the best. The best.
You only can say yes or no. And
yes,
we are going to show you that we want to change things and make things a real show for you. Yes. So right now is going to be a big free form. One thing I like to do for the Ranger community is let's all talk. Let's all talk about things, because one thing I've noticed, people on Ranger Board, people on Facebook, people on Twitter, people on Instagram. Within the Ranger community, there is this butting of heads or this disagreement. But now, let's have a respectful forum. Let's call this the Power Ranger Forum, where we can get everything out and just be fans together. This is the healing process is beginning right now. Come and join me in the healing process right now. So, we have a few of you guys in here. Jared from Knoxville. We got what is that? Mikhail from Jamaica. We got Blackwing from Queens. We got Red is Not a Flower from Houston. The Blur from the worst city in the world, Boston, Mass. You got Johnny from New Jersey. So we got Layla from Arkansas. So we have a lot of people in here in the chat right now. So let's talk about something real quick. Let's talk about, because I'm more reinvigorated with my love of Power Rangers right now than I have been in a long, long time.
Yes.
Mainly because I've been getting back on the books. I've been doing a lot of research for what we're doing for Cosmic Protectors, and I really like what we're doing. I really like where the show's at right now. I really like the Lightning Collection. Mm-hmm. I really like stuff that we're getting. So talk to me. Let's start here, and this is going to go to everybody in the chat also. Tell me right now what you're loving about the Power Ranger universe right now. Daniel? I thought I was going to go to you first. But
So it's been for about a year. We've been getting new ideas, I think, and that's a big thing. Soul of the Dragon, even before that, the Master Morpher idea, bringing that in. And then after that, Soul of the Dragon, Beast Morphers, the Lightning Collection, and Boom Comics. I think Boom Comics is where the heart of my reinvigoration is coming from. And everything's new, everything's different, and we're thinking outside the box for storytelling. And it's something that we usually didn't get with Saban. Unfortunately, to say it and be honest, I feel that Saban was just, hey, what can I do to get a cash grab? I really don't care what the audience wants. They'll like whatever I give them. While Hasbro's really taking the time. And seeing that change, see the changing of guard is what's really, I think, making Power Rangers something that everyone is recognizing or paying attention to now.
Jezzer, something that you like right now that Power Rangers is providing, what is it, if you had to say?
The comics.
Yeah?
I like the comics. I like that they're expanding on a bunch of different stories and giving us a little more than 22 episodes of a certain cast or something. I do, like, I know...
You're more of a go-go guy right now, though, right?
Only because of the writing. Not so much of the team, but the writing. I think that... And the writing and the art style. I love the art style of Go-Go.
It looks really good.
It's really good.
It's this anime-ish style, right?
To the point where, like, it really... If they were to do a... Doo-doo. If they were... if they were to do a animated show, that art style I think would translate really well.
I agree.
For the audience.
Oh, definitely.
Versus, I feel like with the Beyond the Grid, the only problem I had was the art style. Really, the story was okay, but if the art style was better, I think it would help me really understand. Really, get invested into the story. But yeah, it's the comics.
So, okay, let's move on to this for a second. Everyone, this goes to you in the chat. How many of you are actually reading the comics? And if you are reading the comics, tell me what you like. Just tell me what you like, and then tell me which book you're reading. Mighty Morphin or Go-Go, I'd like to hear that. So right now in the comics, in Go-Go, I feel that it's interesting, because when we started this journey on Power Rangers, in the comics at least, Kyle Higgins really started with Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin was great. I still like it a lot, but it was great. And somehow, some way, when Go-Go was announced, I was less enthusiastic about it, because it's kind of like, it was kind of like, well, we've already seen the Mighty Morphin Rangers, the original 5 Rangers, in the early stages of being Power Rangers. It's called the TV series. But however, the writing on that book, and especially with that tension that Matt had, it just started doing this shit, right? Go-Go, I think, is it fair to say that Go-Go's the flagship book now?
Right now. We're going to have to see, since Ryan Parrott is going to be handling both, we're going to have to see if he takes Mighty Morphin to a whole nother level, honestly.
Now, Daniel, you've been reading some of the books as well. Mm-hmm. What character do you think is, like, when you hear the Rangers talk, do you think they're written in their true voice? Or for you, is this more of a departure from the series and more of its own, like, thing to you now?
It's a departure from the series only because we're going in depth with the characters. Like, right now, that's a really great one. That what just happened in the comics. But it's a departure, and it's going deeper into the character study of each Ranger. We're learning a lot about Jason, Zach as well, everyone. Like, we're getting a lot. But what's interesting to me, we're focusing on some characters that we never got to on the show. Like Squat, Babu, and Goldar, of course. And then Alpha and Alpha 5. Dude. Like, the stuff that's happening right now in the comic is stuff that should have happened on the show. But I think going in that deep was too much for kids at that time. Okay. But I feel that our audience now, when it comes to television and everything, is much smarter than we were before. Mm-hmm. We've been taught to kind of understand character development and progression and story. Mm-hmm. So it's different, and I think we need to adopt what they're doing in the comics now with the shows. All right, so let's go to the chat.
The Blur says, I'm reading both. I'm reading Go-Go. I like the art as well. I like the stories and seeing more of the background characters like Zach. Also, Blackwing. What does Blackwing say, Daniel?
I can't see it.
He says, I'm reading both. I don't like Beyond the Grid, the story and the art. Go-Go is really good because they dive deeper into the lore. Spider Master says, I like both series. I like how we finally see how Rita got the green power coin, and we get to see Rita in Zordon's origin story. Oh, yeah. Ro's in here. Hello, what's up, Ro? He says, hey, guys. Hey, feel better, buddy. Ro has... I was sick. You guys know I was pretty sick. Yeah. Ro actually was hospitalized, too, with almost the same thing I had.
Oh, jeez.
No. He had bad asthma.
Who said there's another chair?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Daniel's using the office chair. We don't know. Yeah. We didn't set up the other...
We'll set it up.
We'll set it up later.
Oh, thanks, Ro. I appreciate that.
It's in the top box by the door.
They weren't even going to tell me.
Oh, it's over there.
They weren't going to say anything, man.
Oh, it's over there, actually. It's over there.
Weird chair.
Anyway, I made sure to switch it. I did change it.
You did?
No, it was. So he's when he sits down, he's a little bit taller than you. Yeah. Yeah, so I put that chair in there. And then he moved it.
Oh, so you thought about it, and this dick was like,
yeah.
God, dude. Yeah.
Wait, did you want to make us all somewhat the same height? Is that what you're trying to do?
Obviously, I'm not going to be the same height as you guys.
But it still would have been.
Well, maybe if I was in that chair, you would.
Maybe. No, we still wouldn't be. Well, anyways.
Welcome to Hour 2 of Chair Talk.
So what I want to talk to you guys about now is we talked about what we like, what's really bringing us back. For me personally, I think it's the Lightning Collection, actually. Re-sparked my interest.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next one.
I almost, and we're going to get to this in a second, look at that Super Chad dough.
Ooh.
Read it off.
Larry Newbill says, I'm off to Craft Beer Fest. I like the Go-Go series better. Later, brothers.
Larry Newbill got me a shirt.
Oh, he did?
I got one of those, too.
Larry Nibble.
Larry Nibble. I really like the Lightning Collection. So now I think I'm going to do a little video series, and I'm going to put it here on...
Called the Lightning Collection?
Well, kind of, but it's going to be... I'm not buying them online. I'm physically going to the stores to collect them.
Oh, are we gonna follow?
So
you like that fun, the fun of the hunt.
Yeah, I like the hunt. So the first one I got was Brennan's figure. I saw it at Target.
Was it signed? Because Brennan said he's going around signing
them. Yeah, he said that. No.
It wasn't signed.
Dude, that is dope.
But
wait, it depends. Like, I don't know if there are some people that really love just for a fresh.
So
toy.
I went to Target. I was with my girlfriend, and literally I had this toy in my hand as we're grocery shopping, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm gonna buy this." She's like, "What?" It's like, "No, this is my friend. See, he's gonna be on our show." And that was the week Brendan came in to do the show.
Yeah.
So I bought the show. No, she was fine. She understands. She's like, "I guess
this is my friend."
No, she's like, "No, she knows
Sure
that he's my friend." But she's like, "Oh, I guess that's cool. You're supporting your friend." So I bought the toy. Literally, like the next week, the Shadow Ranger. Saw the Shadow Ranger, just the Shadow Ranger, and I was like, "I'm buying this one." She's like, "Is that your friend too?" It's a dog.
Yes, that's my friend.
Yes,
that's my friend. And she's like, "Okay," so I bought that one.
It's a dog.
And then I was like, you know what? Rumor had it that first of all, the toys are easy to find at Walmart, and I had a good feeling that I was going to find Tommy because I heard that's the one that was the easiest to find.
Zed.
No, Zed's the hardest to find.
Yeah.
Zed's the hardest to find.
So I heard that the easiest to find was Tommy. So I went to Walmart. Never going to Walmart ever again. That's
I was going to say, why would you do that?
No.
First off,
But I went to Walmart and I saw there's 2 Tommies, and so I got one. So I got Tommy. I haven't found Zed yet. Have not found Zed yet. So I'm on the hunt for Lord Zed. So now every time I'm going to go, if I see it, I'm going to record myself getting it. Like, yo, I found Zed. Here, I'm at this Target, blah, blah, blah.
Daniel, are you interested in buying any of the figures?
I'm not, because the thing is, I know once I do, I'll become completely obsessed,
Yeah.
and it will be a thing.
Yeah.
I'll end up stealing something from you.
Yeah.
I really would.
Toby tried to steal
I couldn't find.
Josh's burger
I
from
couldn't find Zed. Nate should bring that in so we can look at it real quick. And then, all right, guys, I gotta go. And then you're like, hey, where's my Zed? And I'm already out the door.
Yeah.
So
Zed's the one I'm missing right now.
So right now I'm 4 for 4. So we'll see.
Did you buy him like online though, or did
Yeah.
you?
Amazon.
See, I'm not.
See,
Into that.
no,
I'm gonna go for the hunt.
Well, yeah, you go for the hunt. I'll go for the convenience.
I'll go to convenience. That's it.
Going for the hunt.
I'll put Walmart out of business. Fuck that place.
But no, I like going. Well, I like the if it happens to be there, it's there. So I'm kind of down with that. But the Lightning figures actually like reinvigorated myself to get back into Power Rangers.
And they're
really.
way cheaper than SH Figure Arts.
Yeah, they
Not
are.
only
They're same
that,
quality.
Not only the same quality, but they're better than the Bandai ones. Remember
Yeah.
Oh my
what was
god.
the Legacy figures?
Yeah, legacy figures. The super muscle.
I didn't like that.
Yeah,
Like where all the
weird-
girl figures look like freaking.
But my Tommy does have a
Right.
paint scuff. Like it is like a paint marker, like a brown paint
let's
marker.
let's all riot and complain.
Oh my
on
god,
Twitter
Joe!
about
I just,
it.
you know what?
Oh
I
my
don't even
God.
want the toy
So wait,
anymore.
have you taken them out of the box?
Yeah, we took them out of the box.
No. What do you do with them? Like how?
Oh,
how
they're
do
in
you,
the box right now.
Oh, so you don't have like a display or anything?
I want to get one. I'll probably go head over to IKEA.
So I'm starting a display, but how are you going to do it? With their helmets on or off?
I'm gonna do it with their helmets off, holding their helmets.
It's so hard to pose them like that. Though. I've been trying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
You may
difficult.
have to just put the helmet right in front.
So
of
there's this one stand that I saw that was really cool. If anyone can send me a link, that'd be great.
No. Let's go to Frankenstein's. They have a bunch of them over there.
All right, cool. Because there's a stand that I really like that it's like this. You can stand the Ranger, but it's also an extra pole where you can put the helmet on it.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like I want these for that. Yeah. But then I think, well, what am I going to do with Zed? Do I want to do like these action poses like they're fighting? Like, I'm not gonna
Well, you're gonna get Golar's coming out at GameStop.
So that's a GameStop exclusive in October that's coming out,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then San Diego, at least I know that we're getting the Jasons.
Yeah. See, there's 2 things. There are 2 things that I'm waiting for in San Diego. It's the Splinter, Shredder, and Foot Soldier set, and then the Jason and the Gold Ranger and Red.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. The Jason duo pack.
Yeah.
I love it. There's 2
issues. I have 1 issue.
There's 2 flaws that I've noticed
Yeah, I
though.
want
First of all, that Gold Ranger looks damn near perfect.
That Gold Ranger's amazing. What is wrong?
Nothing's wrong with the Gold Ranger.
Actually, no. Then I have 2 issues.
I do have 2
Whoa,
issues also.
whoa.
Yeah.
I think the Gold Ranger looks great.
I don't like the Gold Ranger's helmet.
I love the Gold
What?
Ranger.
I think that the shape of the visor is a little too wide. Same with the Red Ranger.
Well, that's my biggest problem. The Red Ranger helmet to me looks like one of the Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
that's what
yeah.
I think the visor's a little too wide.
That's what Mike said last week. He
Yep,
said,
he did.
he was unhappy with it.
With that being said, though, the one thing I also don't like, and this is my second complaint, is that if you look at the faces of the Ranger, like the Jason that they made, the sculpt looks really good. The head sculpt for Jason looks really good as a younger Jason. However, his hair's too long for the Gold Ranger. His hair was a lot shorter as the Gold Ranger.
Oh.
So I just feel like that's a little off for me. Not
that'd be cool. Like, just have you're gonna have 3 of the same head or no?
Well, I mean,
you just really need one Trey head, but you could make 3 trays.
You could just get.
Or maybe you just make Trey the civilian clothes.
Or could we get Billy and get Tommy's brother, and then so we can switch it out? See,
David.
You know how they had that little
But why can't we just get Brendan Mejia's head and put it on? I mean, that's Trey, right?
No, he doesn't look like Trey.
Yeah, he looks just like Trey.
But anyway, I think that. Do you think also in the Lightning Collection? Now, here, let's play a fun little game. Right, before we get into this fun little game, though, little housekeeping. The convention season is going on right now, just like Ranger Stop and Pop. If you want to show off your Power Ranger pride, do it with a shirt other than Mighty Morphin. And you can do it at our store in the link below. Right. We have the Once a Ranger shirt, the Power Rangers Turbo shirt, the RPM shirt, Super Mega Force, and Power Rangers in Space, along with a variety of other #show shirts. You can get them at our store in the description below. Wear your Ranger shirts with pride like Daniel's doing right here that was provided by Larry Newbill.
That's right.
Now, like I said before, we have a Patreon. Josh Goldman, can you drop a link to our Patreon in the chat? Instead, we're not asking for super chats this week. We are asking for subscribers to our Patreon because Cosmic Protectors is what we want to bring to you guys. Not only that, this is going to be very immersive. When I mean immersive, it's see, all right, let me tell you the little bit of a genesis about this. Mm-hmm. I wish, well, Josh should really be on this part of this too because he really helped create this. But it's really been us creating Power Rangers Cosmic Protectors. I know that's our first, it's called an issue, but it's going to be a motion comic and an audio, and it's also going to be an audio drama on its own separate podcast. Now, for the motion comic, you think it's a cover for a comic. Of course it is. But it's also going to be a motion comic that's going to play out just like a show with the audio and stuff like that. The reason why we wanted to do this, though, is because we think that we have a great story to tell in Power Rangers. And it's going to include everybody in #show. But here's the cool thing about Patreon. It's also going to include you, and this is why it's an immersive experience. Now, pulling the curtain back a little bit, the reason why this even came about is because Power Rangers Hyperforce came out. So Power Rangers Hyperforce, I liked the show. I really loved listening to it. However, it lacked one thing, the visuals that Power Rangers needed. I love the characters they created, but I would love to see more of the visual aspect of it. So originally we were going to do an RPG very similar to Hyperforce. Then we decided, well, no, let's do this differently and control the narrative. So what we want to do is we personally think we have a great story to tell. We hope you guys are on board for that. You guys can support us over at our Patreon to really start this. But here's the cool thing. Once you subscribe to that, you also be entered into a contest to be drawn into Cosmic Protectors as one of the characters or even a Ranger themselves. More on it, more information is over on our Patreon. Go and sign up right now. And Josh Goldman put a link in there. Link in there?
You should see it there.
I don't see it in there.
It will be there.
All right, so now what I do want to talk about is this. We were talking about the Lightning Collection before we got to Turn. We can come back to Cosmic Protectors because like I said earlier today, you guys control the show.
That's right.
But let's talk about the Lightning Collection. We already know what Wave 1 is. We have the 4 Rangers out. We also know that San Diego Comic-Con exclusives is going to be Jason, Red, and Gold. We also know Goldar's coming for GameStop. Now, we do also know what Wave 2 is.
Yeah.
And we announced that on #show. We know that it's going to be the Magna Defender. We know that it's going to be the gold Beast Morpher Ranger, Nate.
Red Beast Morpher.
And the red Beast Morpher Ranger, Devin.
And there's one more. I think it's Pink Ranger.
Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger. However, I'm hearing differently, and actually, this is going to be a doozy. I'm not sure if this is true or not. It's one or the other. I heard it's Mighty Morphin Pink, but I heard it's the Dark Ranger. Mighty Morphin, the Pink Ranger.
Oh, Ranger Slayer.
The Ranger Slayer.
No way.
I'm hearing that it's the Ranger Slayer.
If it's the Ranger Slayer,
done.
First one I'm buying.
If it's the Ranger Slayer, that
well,
wave.
actually, no, not first one. 'Cause I'm getting the Gold Ranger.
Yeah, if it's the Ranger Slayer, that wave wins automatically. Because you got the Magna Defender and
Come
the Ranger
on.
Slayer.
I'm not. And by the way, this isn't one of those like, oh, this is official. This is a rumor.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that.
Rumor.
This is a rumor. I'm hearing
salt.
I'm hearing personally that it's the Ranger Slayer Pink Ranger.
Nice.
Now, here's the interesting thing, and I'm going to ask you this, Daniel. Would you rather see the face sculpt of the Ranger Slayer as Amy Jo Johnson or as she's drawn in the comics?
Ooh, comics.
I want a hybrid of the two.
Okay.
I want it to be Amy Jo Johnson, but just different haircut and blah blah to be that because I mean. No matter what, I mean, there was a reason why we made sure.
Well, that's not news. Wait, I don't want to put this out there and say. I'm going to be very clear on this because I know a lot of other people who are going to. I'm very clear on this. Rumor. This is a rumor. Other stuff that we talk about, and I say it's news, that'll be news. But this is a rumor.
This is a rumor. This is a rumor that you guys have probably already heard too. It's not something that's like, oh my god.
So I'm hearing the right. So you want a hybrid of the two?
I want a hybrid of the two. I want Kimberly because, dude, I mean, when it comes to being a monumental Pink Ranger, yeah, she is, and that's why they chose to make her the Ranger Slayer instead of Cat or blah blah, etc. It was cool. So I want that. But I just want it with just like the different hair.
All right.
That's all.
Jezzer, do you want more of the likeness of Amy Jo Johnson, or do you want to see more of the comic version of the character?
Well, the comic is based off Amy Jo Johnson.
Sure, but the likeness is very...
Yeah.
A little, it's a little different.
I'd be fine with either. Since it's the Ranger Slayer, I think that's a character specifically from the comics, and I think that maybe having it look like the comics. Fine.
See, I want it to look like Amy Jo Johnson with the same hairstyle of the comic accurate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
saying. I've seen some pictures or some like edits of Amy Jo Johnson made to look like the Ranger Slayer. It looks cool.
I really want to send something out to Boss Logic and be like, yo, can we get that done? I just want to see that.
So
that would be sick.
We know that's Wave 2. Well, regardless, it's going to be a Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin. It's either going to be the Ranger Slayer or it's going to be MMPR Pink. Either way, I'm fine.
And we're going to get to see Mike as Magna Defender.
Come on. You know what? So here's another two things I've noticed. First of all, we've never seen Mike just in the costume with just his head.
Wait, have we not?
Never, ever.
It's so weird. And you know why?
You would think that we have.
No.
Same thing with Doggy Kruger. We never saw that either until the toy.
Yeah.
So here's the cool thing also. So if it is the Ranger Slayer and Magna Defender, it's also two members of the MMPR Boom Studios team and two members of the Beast Morphers team.
Yeah.
So how cool is that, right? Starting to get these teams together. Now here's where I want to have a little fun with everybody. What is your fantasy Wave 3?
Whoa. Have we done this?
I don't think so. We've never done like a fantasy Wave 3. And also in the chat, I want to know your fantasy Wave 3 for the Lightning Collection.
Well, obviously, I would love a Blue Centurion.
Well, let's all go one by one then.
Yeah.
You want Blue Centurion?
Yeah, but with working lights.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I love it.
I mean, well, they haven't done like electronics in the toys yet.
No. Not yet, no.
I mean, but it's not so far fetched to do.
No. All right. So Blue Centurion's your number one draft pick. I'm gonna go Phantom Ranger.
Oh man, we're going turbo.
Of course.
We're doing all turbo.
I think we might be doing all turbo.
So
hey, you know what? Wait, time out.
I'm not bringing.
Here's also something that I'm not sure how they're gonna do this. How are they gonna do Blake's figure?
Yo! I was thinking about that.
Are they gonna put the kid head on the big body? How are they gonna do that?
Nah, I don't think they're gonna make a Blake figure.
Are they gonna make a little Justin?
No. It's just like he wasn't a fan favorite.
Are they gonna make just a little Justin and then like a regular size Ranger with no?
Honestly, they screwed the pooch with that whole thing,
All right, so I'm just curious. So I'm picking Phantom Ranger. Who do you go?
Then I have to pick something.
No, you can pick whatever you want.
Cool. So I'm gonna do something that I said before that I really still want to see. I want my Alpha. I want Alpha with a kind of together with a kind of like a Zordon thing, where it's like the tube and
like
Are you thinking more of like a Lightning Collection like Command Center?
Zord builder.
But like almost like a Zord builder thing. Mm-hmm. But it's different pieces of the Command Center with everyone that comes out for that wave that all works with Alpha, and Alpha will come with the completed tube at least with Zordon in it. But then everyone else gets everything else to build the Command Center.
All right, so what's your second? We'll go this way. What's your second figure that you want in the Lightning Collection?
Okay, my second figure, I want Andros.
Okay.
I want Andros.
You want Battleizer Andros?
Yes. No, I want Andros with that Spiro thing, that sword.
Spiral.
Yeah, I need that, man. I just saw Cayman Lee holding it like someone
Andros. That's a good choice.
And it was like, yo, I want Andros.
How about you?
I think for my second figure, you know what? I'm gonna go. I want Preston.
Oh, really?
Ninja Steel.
Okay.
I think it'd be kind of cool because I want to go something towards the newer era too, like not just everything in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Ninja Steel. I'm gonna go Preston.
All right, for me, I want to go Liambo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Right now you're going like 6 Rangers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the 6 Rangers, like Liambo. But if there is a way, like I know we've talked about this before, if there is a way to make it be purple and red, like make it have the ability to change
yeah.
the color.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because there used to be toys where if your body heat can change the color.
Yeah.
Centurions, I think it was called. Centurions.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Centurions did it.
All right, so let's go for your third pick.
Okay, for my third pick, I will go with. Add Toltoku this too. Ninja Storm Green.
Oh, Cam.
Yeah, but you know how Ninja Storm Green has that flippy
Yeah,
head
that'd be
thing?
sick.
Yeah. I want Ninja Storm Green.
My third figure, I'm gonna go Six Ranger. I'm gonna go Titanium Ranger.
Ooh, American
First
Ranger.
American Ranger.
Ooh,
Hey.
American Ranger.
Well, I mean, we've been floating around giving answers, but one thing we've forgotten is something that's always important to Power Rangers, the villains.
Oh, yeah.
And let's go over a villain that we know is iconic. I want a really great, amazing sculpt of Rita. I want a good Rita. I want the hair. I want the things. I want the battleized Rita from the comics.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
what I want. That
like
one is
That's a
drawn
good- that's
With,
amazing.
with the shield?
Yeah, like dude, she was badass. I'm like, I want that Rita.
Alright.
That's
Give
what
us
I
your
want.
fourth.
If I have to go for the fourth, I'm gonna go. And you guys were naming Turbo, and I had my idea, but I want TJ.
TJ?
I want TJ, man.
What do you
I
have?
want my,
Oh, yeah,
I want my first leader Black Ranger.
First. Okay.
Okay, so my fourth, I'm also gonna go villain here, but I want a head swap. I want Astronema / Corone.
Oh, cool.
But the outfits did change.
But she could wear. I mean, just the head swap. I just want the head swap.
Okay.
Okay. I want.
Wait, long hair and then short hair too?
Yeah.
Or you want that?
If we're going with space, I want Dark Conda.
Oh, it's a good one.
Dark
Dang!
Conda. Not just a Cliptor and a Conda. I want Dark Conda. Yeah.
So let's look over some of the choices you guys had. Jared Hodges wants Levi, the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger.
Cool.
Oh, that's a nice one.
We also
That's
got
a nice one.
here's another one Jared wants King Mondo.
King.
Oh.
I don't want King Mondo. I want the older son.
Gasket?
Gasket.
No,
yeah.
Sprocket.
Sprocket.
No, Gasket.
Sprocket
It's
is
Gasket.
Sprocket's a little
Yeah.
one. Gasket is the.
And we also have another
We
one.
need
This is a
his
good
wife
one.
if
White
you-
Dino Thunder Ranger.
Okay. All right.
We also got Brody. I guess that's from Ninja Steel.
Ninja Steel.
And then Time Force Red with the Chrono Saber.
Oh, you know what? Actually, Quantum
That's smart.
Ranger.
That's smart.
Yeah.
With the Chrono Saber, I like it. That's smart.
There's Udana, another one.
Oh yeah.
So-
Actually, like the look of like the auxiliary rangers from Mystic Force.
oh, okay,
They were
okay.
pretty dope. Like Solar Ranger was dope.
Yeah.
Or not Solaris. No.
Solaris
Solar
is the
Knight.
comic.
Or, yeah.
So the Legacy figures never really were able to finish their collection. Do you think that we'll get the collection finished
No.
here
Oh,
at
well,
Lightning?
they have. Honestly, this is such a smart move for Hasbro because they can go
Forever.
for.
You can, yeah, and I like the way they mix and match. It's not just, oh, hey, this is all going to be Turbo. This is all. It's like here goes 2 from this.
Can we get?
2 from another.
Can
blah,
we
blah.
also get a? I know we were talking about this.
We got a Toku Kid, the Kelson 3-pack, SPD Orange, Ninja Steel Red, Yeti.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be
No,
dope
how about
homage,
he was
though.
also a few characters in Mystic Force, right?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
a lot though, but it would be dope homage. That would be dope. That would be dope. He
Can
deserves
we
it.
get a Larigo?
Larigo.
Wow, there we go.
Larigo.
Or can we get a Divatox and Demetria 2-pack?
Oh,
I like that.
Were they
I
the
like
same
that.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at one point they were the same person.
Yeah.
When did they drop the Demetria speaking in questions gimmick from Planet Inquisitor?
What?
Because they dropped that. They just started talking regular. Remember, she
Yeah,
would always ask
yeah.
questions. As she was
Because that was
like,
her thing. It's Planet Inquisitor.
Oh, they probably got tired. They got
they're like, we're tired of writing for this.
tired of.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many cool possibilities with the Lightning collection.
Yep.
I think that you can do now. What we haven't seen from Hasbro really are any kind of like high quality Zords yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the like kid Zords. You know the ones that's already.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I
Them.
think
I don't like them because they're also like flattened in a
But
way.
see, I think Hasbro's doing a smart move by staying away from the swords at the moment.
No, they're making them.
Well, no, the thing is, it's like they're waiting for that right moment where it's like, all right, we're gonna drop the sword and it's going to be amazing.
Probably
It's going to
Christmas
like the scope's going to be good, blah blah. So let's hold back. Let's still build up and let you guys see what we can do with the figures.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we hit you with that Zord, you're going to be like, I need another one. I need another one. I need another one. And it's like, no, we got to make sure we take our.
I mean, honestly, another cool 2-pack would also be for the Lightning collection. It should be like a Morphicon exclusive. I would say a 2-pack Bulk and Skull.
Oh.
Oh.
I haven't seen Bulk and Skull.
Maybe
Dude.
that'd be dope.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
they've
Man,
been
I
around
would
for a
get
while.
it and have Paul sign it. I'd have Paul sign it immediately.
Yeah.
I would.
All right, man, and it's so cool, man. I really do like what Hasbro's doing with the figures, at the very least. I think that they're on a very good track of what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Daniel, what are we talking about next? Actually, no. I want to ask you, Jezer. This is going a small bit off topic, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. You recently saw Toy Story at an advanced screening, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think of the movie?
Going into it,
and you might think this has nothing to do with Power Rangers, but it does.
You're gonna see this.
Going into it, I was like, why make anything after 3? I thought that was like the perfect ending.
I felt the same.
The perfect ending.
I've only seen one, and that was on a flight with you.
Yeah, you saw one. You're about to watch 2, though.
I fell asleep watching 2.
No,
yeah.
He was watching 1, and I think I was.
He's trying to watch Ocean's 8.
Trying to watch Ocean's 8, but my iPhone jack is, or not iPhone, my headphone jack is broken, so I'm like, God damn it! And he's just watching. He's like so like just watching it, and then after he's done, he looks over to me and he's just like, and then
really,
yeah,
it was good.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I'm shocked.
I was gonna start watching 2, but I felt it was too much.
Yeah.
We got a couple super chats. Toku says con exclusive battleizers are power up forms.
Are those the same?
No, because
What would be considered a power up? Like when the Power Rangers got the shiny, glittery costumes.
That's a power up. That's a power up.
I do not want to see those armored Ranger figures.
That's a power up.
That was so stupid. And they actually made toys of that too.
They did.
Oh god.
I don't know if I would buy the battleizers. I'm not a big fan of battleizer Ranger forms.
Would you want a 5-pack of Tommy?
No,
we already got that
with the Legacy
We
collection.
already got that.
But anyway, back to Toy Story. The reason we bring it up is because a few of our friends saw the movie with you, right, Jezer?
Yeah. I saw it with the Sudarso brothers and their family. It's pretty cool.
And we got an exclusive review from the Sudarso brothers on Toy Story 4. If you're going to see it, it's in theaters this week. Hit it, Sudarsos!
I like the film a lot. I thought it was really good, but the dolls were, I think they were really scary.
I think if I saw that when I was a kid, I'd probably never ever play with those kinds of dolls.
Yeah.
But I think everybody was amazing in it. Of course, shout out to Ali Maki and Keanu Reeves. They're amazing in it.
I didn't even know it was Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
He was amazing. That was like one of the biggest things that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
But it was such a good movie.
Oh, and wait till the ending.
Yes, all the way
through.
all the way to the end. Yes, all the way through. It's worth it. I know it's just like a few seconds, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Yeah, but without giving any spoilers, it's amazing. Go watch it. It's in theaters soon. I don't know. Go watch it. Here you go, man.
I like the film a lot. I thought it was really good, but the dolls were.
So it seems like the Sudarso brothers enjoyed Toy Story 4.
Oh yeah, they really enjoyed it. We actually had a conversation with, I can't remember her name. It's Peter's girlfriend's daughter and like her favorite movies. She's never seen a Goofy movie.
What?
Wait, who? Oh, really? It never.
Never seen a Goofy movie. I was like, and I told Yoshi's wife, girlfriend. Wife, oh, you guys need to show her a Goofy movie. So, I definitely will.
Yeah, but I mean, wow, how could you be like...
Well, I mean, has your daughter seen a Goofy movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well...
I'm a good father.
It's just not as accessible now. We'll wait till November when
when they do
Disney
like the
streaming
release.
service.
So when I said we're going to start changing up this show, what I meant is we're going to have more segments like that. I have a question. So we have a Lion King coming up, and we're going to have Rangers go and review that one for us.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be coming up next. But back to this Power Ranger talk. We covered the Lightning Collection. We covered the comics. What do you guys want us to talk about right now? Yeah. We're gonna be talking about all the stuff that you guys want. You guys can also another shout out. Hit us up on Patreon. Cosmic Protectors on Patreon. Can we put another link in there? The link is coming in there.
It's coming.
Jezer, why don't you tell us what's the chat talking about right now?
The chat is talking about Toy Story. They said I saw Toy Story 4 on Thursday. It was good. They're laughing at Daniel for I don't. You know, when it comes up like that, it's like, what are you
what's going on?
To Infinity and Beyond, SWAT mode. Oh, they're talking about what they want. SWAT mode, Super Dino mode, Jungle Master. Okay.
Dude, you know what I want? Bringing comics and the toys together. In the recent comic, they have Alpha in the Battleized Blue Rangers thing.
Yes.
I want that as a toy,
that
dude.
Was such a cool moment too.
And it's like gangster, like here I am, ready to like yes, man. Here it
you know
comes.
what it reminded me of like that.
Read it like Alpha would.
Oh yeah.
Oh oh boy. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh man,
Yeah,
but it
lazy.
was so dope because way back earlier in the comics, Billy made that suit and said one day it's gonna help, it's gonna blah blah.
Yeah, he was
and
just
Zordon
sitting
kind
there.
of chastised him and told him, while you were taking time doing this, other things were happening that we needed to take care of, and we didn't have you for missions because you were busy doing this. And it was like, dang, Zordon's right. And then now it finally comes to fruition where it helped them. And it was like, it was dope, but
He was
I
a
want that
distraction.
toy.
You need to read that comic. It's pretty dope.
It's
So,
really good. I want that toy.
Mike Knight Hero, a fan theory, Beast Morpher Season 2, bring back MMP. We've announced that that's happening officially. That's not a fan
Oh,
theory,
yeah,
that's a real
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
I wish we could do it. That just was a real life meme.
He is! That whole pullback.
What?
All right, so you know what? It would be kind of cool too. I would love to see back to light. Just speaking of lightning collection, real quick. I'd love to see a Hyperforce collection. as
Oh
well.
yeah. Oh, like the first one I'd love to see is
Jack.
Polly's.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Polly's.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the most like aesthetically pleasing. Like
It would.
He's
He's
just
bigger and
Yeah,
amazing.
dude, like,
Yeah,
I would like
I think
that. I would like that. With that axe, that
But
battle axe,
here's another
dude.
one. Do you remember the silver Dino Charge Ranger who was like that bird guy? Or how are they gonna do this? And like just like swap on the bird
Oh
guys?
yeah, yeah. Oh, that guy died.
Yeah, didn't he?
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah, he died.
That sucks.
He did recently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Man, like the comic, everything
R.I.P.
is going so well in Power Rangers. By the
Oh
way,
no, he died in the comic and in real life.
Yeah, he did.
yeah, in the comic. What
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he died in the comic.
Yeah.
do you mean he died in the comic?
And for the Dark Ranger's origin story,
Mm-hmm.
he died protecting everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
there,
Dark
there are some
Rangers
there are
origin story. Yeah,
there
there's
are
some-
some good stories.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there are some good stories.
Xenowing.
Xenowing, there you go.
Hey, yeah.
Let's
Wait, he died in the comic before he died in real life.
Eerie.
Yeah, scary.
let's talk about real quick. If you were to after Beast Morphers, what would you want to see as the next season? You want to go to this new Dino season that they're doing in Sentai?
Actually, no. I would definitely kind of want to see what they would do with Lupin versus Pot.
Ooh,
Because
interesting.
it's an interesting concept.
That's
I would
Super
love to
interesting
see that
concept.
concept.
Yeah.
That's a real big
Yeah,
one.
you know?
It's a daunting task, but I think they would be ready for
And
it.
I think Chiplin would like have so much fun with it.
I think it could be a really fun season.
Yeah, I think it
could
could be a
fun
really
season.
fun season.
And I would like that to happen before, and them to perfect that
Before they do
touch
Q Ranger.
No, I don't want them to
You're
ever
right.
do Q Ranger. I think we're going to do better with Q Ranger.
Q Ranger.
I'll tell you the ones. Let me tell you what we're adapting right now.
Oh wow!
Q
You're
Ranger,
not even gonna like.
I know, man.
Yeah,
Joe's
give me-
that. Let me drop it to you.
Q
man.
Ranger, Tokuger. We're also adapting. I'm working on right now. What is it called? Zooger.
Georgia, yeah.
I'm also doing Dynaman, Flashman, and a
Kamen
couple
Rider?
others. A couple Kamen Rider, Amazon specifically.
Amazon, I knew it. Oh,
That's for Dave
yes.
Baker. Kamen Rider, Amazon, very specifically.
People die like in that one.
so this
Dead,
is
dead, dead.
Toku Kid hit us with a super chat. He says, "I want Tokuger color swap Rangers are dope."
They do that. So I think that's where the comic kind of took that from a little bit. Remember
with
when they
the-
swapped because
yeah.
in Tokuger they get swapped like that as well. I really like Tokuger a lot.
I haven't seen
Going
it.
back and watching.
I know who is Peter is saying he loved Tokuger.
He's the one that got me into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another thing. Henshin Hangout no longer exists as its own show.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
exist as a talking.
let me
show.
explain it.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist mainly because you guys didn't turn up and see it.
True.
See the show as it was. But we've adapted it, and now it's going to be a segment right here on the Ranger Wrap Up. And this week we got Justin. He's talking about some.
He went to KaijuCon last
He went
week.
to KaijuCon.
Yeah.
Let's cut it. Let's see what Justin has from KaijuCon.
Hey hashtaggers, Justin here, and on June 15th, I attended KaijuCon, a small convention held at the Japanese American National Museum. KaijuCon is a bit of a unique con since it's in conjunction with the Kaiju vs. Heroes exhibit, which I'll get a bit more into a little bit later. This was actually a really interesting and fun convention that had a lot of focus, surprisingly, on vinyl toys, as you can see here. Oh, this is Marasan, one of the distributors and makers of vinyl toys, specifically Kaiju Monster Toys. I actually got a chance to attend their panel in which they went through the history of their toys and how they got the Godzilla license and the Ultraman license. modern collectibles were also available. And hey, speaking of, it's Burning Godzilla. Okay, speaking of collectibles, I also attended a panel about, well, collecting. The Toy Collectors Roundtable panel had lifelong collectors tell us their stories about their adventures in collecting. And oh, look, it's Mark Nagata. Mark Nagata is the owner of Max Toy Company and the main man who's behind the Kaiju vs. Heroes exhibit. We'll get more into Mark Nagata in a minute. And hey, check out these cool Magic Cat toys. They're cute. The whole show was full of independent artists with their take on painted vinyl toys. But you know, I keep mentioning Mark's exhibit, Kaiju vs. Heroes. Let me give you a small sample. These are Mark's personal vinyl toy collection that you can see spans decades. KaijuCon ended with a free outdoor screening of Godzilla vs. Mothra. And let me tell you, watching a giant atomic lizard fight a giant moth god in the middle of downtown Los Angeles is a very nice way to end a kaiju convention. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Hashtag Show YouTube channel so you can keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.
So, Henshin Hangout is not dead. It has just changed, and it's right. It's going to be right here on the Range Wrap-Up.
Right.
So everything. We're going to start talking Power Rangers, Tokusatsu, you guys, the fans. There's going to be a special segment towards the end of this episode. It's going to be Jezzer's rants about people tweeting. It's going to be Jezzer's rants here. And then, I mean, sometimes from time to time, I'll get on my soapbox and do my thing, but not this episode. This episode's all about changing the game up. So yeah, Ranger Nation, thank you guys so much for Henshin Hangout and its long-lived show, but now it's right here on the Ranger Wrap-Up. So back to what we were talking about. Good job again, Justin. But back to what we were talking about with the Rangers, with Power Rangers in general. What are you most excited to see coming up next? Season 2 obviously is going.
Season 2, all that breaking news that we had with all these new or old faces coming back. We're gonna get the Dino Charge Rangers. We're gonna get Austin St. John, and probably in another episode, Dr. K. I'm excited for the real Power Ranger news. Not look at this toy I bought and let's rotating on this expensive
I didn't say that segment's right now. I said that segment's coming up. By the way, there's more exclusives in that black book that I can drop, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Not yet.
It's weird, like you look at it and it just shines light out of nowhere.
It's going.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that moment. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did I tell you? I told him. Did I tell you about the idea we had?
What?
About a special panel at a...
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I really enjoy that idea.
That would be genius.
So actually, before we get into this, I want to talk a little bit about what we're doing with Cosmic Protectors, because I talked to Bryn. So Bryn Darby talked to me about a couple things.
Cool.
And also, we love your guys' feedback too, because we want to make this... We already know... This is going to sound super arrogant, but coming from me, it's going to sound completely normal. So I do want to make this this Ranger show the best Ranger show on the internet, and I think that we do a damn good job. And honestly, I haven't been here a lot lately, but now I'm going to be back more often. But I want to make this the best Ranger show and the best Ranger experience that you can see every week. Not only because Hey, I'm talking. So not only because Rangers isn't on television currently right now, but we want to give you your fix of Ranger stuff every single week. Also, Power Rangers Turbo is something you guys are doing. Elle's going to be back very soon. You guys are going to continue, and I'm going to come back for the Turbo episode until a very certain point, and then I'm going to hand off my spot to somebody that's going to be coming in, and I think that they should carry on through Space and Beyond.
I like it.
Actually, honestly, here this is an interesting crossover. I actually think Josh Goldman should do Power Rangers in Space and Lost Galaxy. And here's why. He does. If you ever want to know anything about Star Trek, he's your guy. So I'm really curious to see what his take on sci-fi and merging with the Power Ranger world is going to be.
I think he will love the fact that there are so many references to Star Trek. And like, Star Wars and Star Trek, because Dagobah and the Dagobah system and things like that. in space. And a little bit in Turbo, you're going to see some sci-fi futuristic stuff that Josh is like, oh, I love and I need already. So it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. So, he'll be joining up once we get to space. We have a little bit to go before that happens, but he'll be joining up.
For Turbo, I can probably.
You should come on Turbo.
I should probably get. I can get you the first leader of the Power Rangers.
Yes, I was looking to ask, but please
I can
trust
run
me. Elle will lose her shit.
What, Selman?
Yeah.
Some more. Elle will lose her shit.
He randomly messages me about random stuff.
She's already amped for it, for the fact that like, oh my god, it's gonna be a personal color as the leader, and he's already. She's already in for it. So it would be great if he just shows up and like sits down. Hey guys, you're like, oh my god, it would be great.
I'll throw you some videos you can throw in.
Why are you sitting like Loki on the throne of?
Because he is Loki right now on the throne. He's like, oh, Daniel. You're welcome.
So another thing that we're also going to be doing, not just a talk, like all these talks, we're also going to be playing the Power Ranger board game live with you here.
Man.
When's that come out?
Very soon. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things with the Power Ranger show that's going to be different every single week. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about again was Cosmic Protectors. First of all, I want to thank the Blur. He's our first ever patron. So thank you so much. You are going to be automatically signed up and enrolled into a contest that we're going to be having. Let's put it out there.
Okay.
We're gonna put a contest out there that in one of our Cosmic Protector episodes, we're gonna make you a character. Now this is a contest, and the Blur is the first one entered into it. If you want to know more about Cosmic Protectors, join us on Patreon. We have a link in the description. Show them the cover again, Jezzer.
I'll show you the cover. It's,
I'll break this down for you guys a little bit.
Oh yeah, the art.
Here we go.
Yeah. So
Wait, who's who?
yeah. You want to know? You don't know? Should I tell? I mean,
let them know. It's
okay.
Something cool.
So this is our first cover issue. Now, what that means is you think it's a regular comic book. In a way, it is, but just like what Boom Studios is doing, but except we're going to be doing this as a motion comic and also an audio drama. So not only are you going to be able to see it play out right here on that hashtag show, you'll also be able to listen to it as a podcast. So that's two things we're doing. Number one, what you're seeing right here is by our great artist, Daniel Kirshner. He's our current artist right now on Power Rangers Cosmic Protectors. This is what the cover of issue 1 is, and this says a lot. Now, I'm going to let you guys ask me questions, but I can tell you, former hashtag show cast members will be portraying some of the Rangers that you see in that picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So the blue. We'll start from left to right. The Blue Ranger, right there on the far left, is Myra.
Yep.
If you guys remember Myra, she did a lot of our Disney stuff. Pink Ranger is our gaming expert, Kelly.
Just had a birthday.
Just had a birthday.
What was that picture on Hash?
Oh, that's for the future.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there, that Purple Ranger is Daniel.
Thank you.
A lot of you guys remember Brian McKinney. That is the Yellow Ranger.
Oh man.
And Daniel's former Quest for Player 2 co-host, Sarah, is the Black Ranger.
Right there. Oh,
And
great story for all these
who
people.
is that Ranger holding his face, looking ashamed?
What's his name?
The Phoenix Ranger, that is me.
This guy.
I am the Phoenix Ranger.
This guy.
Jezzer is going to be a Ranger in there eventually as well. There also will be 13 Rangers instead of 12.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have 13 Rangers. And also, a lot of these, we're going to have a lot of spin-off series.
Oh, yeah.
And one spin-off series is going to be just a bunch of you fans being Rangers themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order to get a spot on that Ranger team, you got to sign up for our Patreon.
That's right.
And that Patreon link is in there, so check it out. Josh, can you put that Patreon link back in there? Thank you very much.
There it is.
Patreon link is back in there. He is on it, and that is how you sign up. And we're going to have a ton of exclusive content. Not only are we going to be doing this, we're also going to have some of you guys that are going to be joining on Patreon. A lot of you guys have a chance to voice some of the monsters and characters in this, and that'll be done through audio. So yes, there's a few things that are already going to be
There's
going
no
on.
transgender Rangers in there.
There is no transgender Ranger. That's correct.
That's just gender, but not
Wait,
even.
someone asking?
Oh, we're gender bending. We're
Oh,
gender
just
bending
not
Rangers.
No, we're just gender bending.
We're gender bending some of these, but we do have villains that are going to be coming on. The story's pretty legit, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we're working on the beginnings of the first episode right now.
You know who said that they'd be interested in voicing a character?
Who?
Mike Rome.
Did he really?
Oh yeah.
That would be a
Actually,
lot of fun.
he said he is definitely down.
Yeah.
He was like, oh my god, yeah, like that
just
puts
call
me
him.
in like a Ranger canon. I'm in. He's so ready for it.
Oh, and
we also have Rangers.
Oh, yeah, that's something else I failed to mention. A lot of the Rangers are going to be coming back, and here's something I can tease. Me and a former Red Ranger currently. I don't even say former. He's still a Red Ranger.
Yeah.
We're working on Forever Red 2. Forever Red 2 is going to be a compilation of Red Rangers that weren't in Forever Red 1.
Yes.
And maybe even some that were.
Yeah.
So Forever Red 2 is going to be a Patreon exclusive, though. A Patreon exclusive. So that will be a Patreon exclusive. Forever Red 2. Me and this Red Ranger are actually writing this together.
What?
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And not only that, but guess what? Former writers of the show are actually writing story arcs for Cosmic Protectors and our universe. So this isn't just going to be just some fan-made thing. It is, but it's also going to be done with Rangers and with writers from Power Rangers and you guys, also the fans. So join up, sign up with that Patreon. We can use all the support because we want to make this Ranger world. See, the one thing I loved Hyperforce, but the one thing that I don't think they did a good job at was promoting this. They said that anybody can be a Ranger. Well, we want to show you guys that anybody can be a Ranger, including you guys. So sign up on Patreon, join us, because we really want to make this for everybody.
For everyone.
I don't have a lot of time on my hands, actually. This is all stuff that
Oh, God.
I've already thought of, and I have teams helping me along the way with
And
this.
this has been roughly almost 2 years in the making.
A year and a half.
A year and a half. Yeah, it's been a year and a half in the making.
So there's a lot of stuff that has been already
And
established.
it's, no pun intended, it's morphed a lot, too.
Yes.
Like I said, it was going to be a tabletop game.
Yeah.
Then it went to being a motion comic. Then it went to being a podcast. Then we decided, motion comic and podcast.
It's an audio drama and a podcast.
So, Jezzer, before we're going to move on to our next segment, and I should sit away from you a little bit.
I know, it's like the light should come down only on you right now.
You have a lot of anger in you, I feel like.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on Twitter that really grind your gears.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd
that's a
say
word.
it's
That's a
Jezer's-
word.
It's Jezer's hot pot of rage. That's what it is.
Hot pot of rage.
So,
Hot pot of rage.
with that being said, let's Jezzer has a new segment. It's called what are we calling this?
We'll call it Cookie Face Rants, maybe?
Cookie Face Rants. The Cookie Face is about to come out.
Yep. Here we go. He's like, oh boy, RIP
man.
headphone users. Hey, you guys do me a favor. If you guys are on Twitter and you guys see something that you know would probably piss me off about maybe other fandoms talking about that hashtag show or our real news versus their news, just hashtag it Cookie Face Rants and it'll be featured on the Ranger wrap up.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, that is good.
Oh boy. Oh,
Let me start this
you
with
want to have him do it? You want to do the disclaimer?
Do you know the disclaimer?
How did we say it?
My
Oh, okay.
niece, yeah. There you go.
You read it verbatim of what I wrote, though.
Wait, you wrote something?
I wrote a disclaimer.
did.
Yes.
And you sent it to him?
Everybody. I sent it to all in a group text. that we're
Oh,
all
you
in.
did? Let's see. Hold on. He's going to give you guys a little disclaimer just so we're covering
This
all
is going to be a
bases.
graphic that's going to come on next
Yeah,
week.
right.
Just because we're covering all bases and making sure that nobody else gets in trouble for whatever I'm going to say right now. Or whatever I'm going to do.
The thoughts of Jezer Reyes are his own and do not reflect the views of that hashtag show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Let's start off. Let's start off a little easy. We'll ease into it. So this is just some fun things that I found on Twitter. This first one, a source is not a confirmation. I'll refer to this rumor until it's actually confirmed. Not saying it won't happen, but nothing about this is confirmed. First off, is a source a confirmation at all? Like, if you have a source, like who can confirm it? Hasbro or Power Rangers itself? That's the only confirmation that is acceptable for anyone.
I mean, a source is a source. A confirmation from a company is a confirmation.
Yeah.
But, I like to say our sources are pretty reliable, especially when it comes to Power Rangers.
What have we been right on as far as Power Rangers? In
The
past?
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary.
What else has even
I
been
don't
brought
know.
up?
I'm trying to think about it.
All the people in the 20. The Go Buster was going to be the season.
Okay.
But we were saying that for a while too, yeah.
So yeah, it's just that. So I kept that one. So let's move on to another one. Okay, so you released, to preface this, the first bit of news as I think it was the I think it was the Austin St. John. This could be Austin St. John, or this could be the Dino Charge News.
Okay.
And then so this, like, there's been a few people that have been releasing stuff like this where I feel like they're all from the same group. A certain group about like spandex stuff. I feel like they're all from the same group. So this guy says, just a bit of advice. Watch out.
No. He didn't say just a bit of advice. He says just a bit of an advice.
Just a bit of an advice.
Saying,
watch out with your hype. Yeah. So if you are incapable of actually forming full sentences that a second grader can put together, then I feel like you should not be on Twitter, even though we have a president that does the same thing. Just a bit of an advice. Watch out with your hype. There are occasions where the hashtag show got wrong. I feel like, am I reading this wrong? There are occasions where that hashtag show got wrong.
You're not reading it wrong. He's writing it wrong.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Please.
Yes.
Go
So
ahead.
first off, we went over the news that we've gotten right for Power Rangers. Yes, there have been some news that we were released where it's speculation. Now,
Conjecture.
Daniel, do me a favor. What's speculation mean?
Speculation is conjecture. It just means that, okay, hey, it's a rumor, or hey, it's something that's not, once again, that beautiful word, confirmed.
Yes.
But it's something that we have heard, something that we are making sure that we share with you.
So, to you, Mr. Masi Jasasakus, is that even a real name? Is that a real name?
That could be.
That could be a real name, because, I mean, he added the 6, because, you know, there's 5 other Masieges, because you really couldn't get that as your Twitter handle?
No.
You had to add a 6? What's the 6 for?
I mean,
What's the 6?
apparently there are 5 others prior to him.
5 others.
Much better.
First off, no. If you go back to each fucking news article about our news on Power Rangers, you will see every confirmed news has happened. I will gladly make a video of you know.
Oh, just going through
Yeah,
that.
I'll just gladly make a video of that. And I have. Here's the thing I've been doing. I've been bookmarking a bunch of these tweets, like, oh, hashtag gets it wrong, so that come 2020. Power Morphicon, when they have that fucking trailer like they did last year for that 25th anniversary thing. Come that trailer, I'm gonna be right outside of the panel with t-shirts. Who wants a fucking t-shirts? That hashtag said so. Hashtag show said so. And I'm gonna find all of you, and we're gonna have a panel. We're gonna premise this panel as far as like, hey, we're having a really awesome 20s.
People need to see you.
Oh yeah,
People need to see you for this.
We're gonna have this awesome panel where it's gonna be, we're giving away free toys. Come here, and we're gonna announce all these names. Fucking, on the projection, and there's gonna be the video behind it playing. I was like, oh look,
So
there's
sitting back and thinking to myself, oh man, like nobody believed you.
yeah, right.
No one believes you, but yet, what the hell is playing right now? Like, it's one of those
Buffering, you're buffering, you're going crazy, bro.
It's too much bandwidth.
Too much bandwidth. Right now, just coming to kill.
Yeah,
Coming to kill.
yeah. Too much
Was that it for your tweets? Are you done?
No. I still got a few more.
please.
So yeah, we're gonna have a panel. We're gonna give away toys or whatever the fuck we're gonna give away, but we're not. So if you guys are hashtaggers, don't go to that panel if I tweeted about something. Because you're gonna be like put up on screen and made to look like. I'm gonna even have Josh. I'm gonna find out who these Twitter people and have Josh have a webcam and put you right on the screen with it.
Yeah, we will
and
find you.
it's gonna be like at some sports basketball games they have the bandwagon
kiss
cam.
cam thing?
The bandwagon
Oh my
cam. It's
God.
gonna be like the bandwagon cam. It's like, you're a fucking idiot, right? You're a fucking idiot. Now look at you. You're on screen. You're famous now. You're famous for being a fucking idiot because you're following news. You're following Power Ranger news where, oh look, this is a concept art for 2017 movie that came out 2 years ago. This is news, everybody. This is news, and this is legit. This is legit news. And how many different outlets reported that same fucking concept art? It's like, who the fuck cares? It's over. There's no guarantee we're even gonna get a fucking sequel. It's fucking over. And when we give you fucking legit news, like real news that's gonna happen from legit sources,
You're like the guy from InfoWars.
you're gonna be like, oh, this isn't real because it's not hashtag tell me this is not real shit. Oh, really? We're bringing. Hey, what kind of booth did we have? What kind of booth did we have at Power Morphicon? We had a fucking sick ass booth, And y'all people are still coming at us with this shit. You're still coming at us with the level of disrespect. You fucking nerds living in your parents' basements. You know what? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make. What are you recording, man? It doesn't make any sense to me. So you know what? Put some respect on the name. Put some. What the? It doesn't make any sense to me. So if you guys,
are you gonna move on to the next one?
Yeah. If you guys see stuff like this on Twitter,
that was only 2 of them.
I know. If you guys see this shit on Twitter, be sure to put hashtag cookie face rants. This is one of my favorite ones. This is one of my favorite ones. This is, I guess, news to me. This is actually one of our viewers. The level of disrespect you put on the name, J-Man, that is so fucking disrespectful. And I gladly disown you. Please leave the group now and go fuck yourself. J-Man says, "Hey, at that hashtag show, you were complaining a while back that no one takes you seriously as a news source. This is why. Please take the keys away from Chezzer for a bit. You guys are better than this." What? Do you want to preface what this is in regards to?
Sure. So it was obviously, if you want to do a side-by-side comparison, there's an artist that did I'm not going to be able to find his tweet, but the thing is this. So this homage that he did, and I understand where he got the Superman cover from. It's from a Neil Adams old Superman cover with Superman breaking chains. Just so happens that Ryan Lindbergh also did a piece like this for the fandom. Now, here's the interesting thing about Ryan Lindbergh stuff. Because originally, Ryan Lindbergh gave us the permission to put those up as shirts.
That's right.
Saban took those down.
Yeah.
However, this guy obviously paid homage, and that the client wanted that, and I completely understand that. With that being said, though, it's undeniable that there's an eerie similar reference. Now, if this is an homage to Superman, couldn't that have just been Tommy breaking chains or breaking? Could have been Tommy doing anything, right? The Green Ranger doing anything. He's breaking out of his suit into a new suit. Now, the thing that I find kind of interesting about this is that in the tweet he wrote, it's not a tweet actually, it's an Instagram post. He wrote, I'm not going to be able to find it, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually I will be able to find it.
Why is that?
Because it's on Ryan Lindbergh's Instagram.
Yep.
Go follow Ryan Lindbergh.
Because he's got some great art and he's being disrespected.
R Lindbergh _art. Go check him out. But I'm going to find this on Ryan's Instagram if I can. Here it is. I think I found it.
Okay.
Let's see. I didn't. Sorry.
So
anyway, what this artist ended up saying was, we're trying to cause controversy. We're trying to do whatever it is, and we're not we're some scummy news site that's doing this for clicks. And he said this to Ryan. He said, "Isn't it great having the Rangers breakout uniforms?" It was like something like, "Isn't it a great tradition with these Rangers doing the breakout uniforms?"
He's trying to save face.
The funny thing is, this isn't a tradition. Ryan Lindbergh started this.
Yeah.
So it's not a tradition. That's number one. And I personally feel that, look, regardless if he took it from Ryan Lindbergh or not, there's no doubt is an eerie comparison to his art. So to even say, at the very least, if I were in this dude's shoes, instead of feeling defensive, because if you're going to jump, in my opinion, if you're going to jump and get defensive over something, you must be guilty about something.
Yeah.
And with that artist, I invited him on this show to have a public forum and talk to me face to face about it. He didn't accept, obviously, but it is what it is. Hey, offer still stands. If you want to come on. You and me, we could talk about it like adults and talk about it and clear it all for the fandom, because that's what we want to do. And as much heat as this article got, the thing is, one thing we will do is we will clear it up with the fandom. If we were in the wrong, we'll say that.
Yeah.
But we need somebody to talk to about it. And you know what? And to me, if you wanted to clear your name, just come on the show. Offer stands, offers open. Matter of fact, I'll even go one better. You like Morphin Mondays? I'll go find him on Morphin Monday and I'll interview him.
Ooh.
And let's see if that works.
That'd be cool.
That works.
So, at the very least, I'm willing to stand behind anybody here at that hashtag show about what they say and what they do. Now, is he right? Is the artist right in saying that this is a Neil Adams kind of homage? Absolutely, he's right. 1,000% he's right. But is he also not acknowledging Ryan's work that he did for the concept already.
Yeah.
No, he's not acknowledging Ryan's work, and that's my biggest problem.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can say what they want to say. And back to this guy, this J-Man guy. Listen,
Yes.
the fact of the matter is this. Him and I got into a little spat on Twitter, and he says he's sorry, I called him a journalist. Obviously you're not, because I saw what you do. You call yourself a contributor. What you're contributing, that's here or there.
Shit.
But you call yourself a contributor. And the website I actually like the dude that runs it. Toku Chris is a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, this dude, it's almost like, man, people want to run their mouths, but they don't know what they're talking about. Like you're running your mouth. You're flapping your gums and you're talking your shit, but the thing is you have nothing to back it up. You have nothing to back it up. So I strongly recommend doing your research just a little bit and make yourself sound a little bit more educated.
Yes.
Because right now you're coming off like a fanboy.
He's a fanboy. What the fuck?
right?
He's writing for a Power Ranger news site. So you got if you're
he's
going
not-
to,
he's
or
not.
sorry, he's contributing to
There
a
you
Power
go.
Ranger news site
There you go.
that marks their stuff as editorial. Hey, Power Ranger news site. The funny thing is, I can't wait until your news site reports on news that we already did.
Yep.
So that just
Yep.
shows you the relevancy
That's why
that
I
that comes down
bookmark
to.
your tweet, you motherfucker.
All right, so Jezza, you got it. You done?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So if you want to take the keys away from me, as you say, come do it. Come up to me at Power Morphcon. Take the keys away from me.
I was kidding. You're not in the worst city, Blur. I just like giving shit to people from Boston.
Yeah, Boston sucks. Come take the keys away from me yourself and talk to me yourself, because I feel like you guys don't have the balls to do
Look,
it.
I'm not gonna
We-
just.
we can Skype
I'm not
you
gonna
in.
be. I'm
we
not.
can, yeah, we can definitely. And
We'll Skype
the most annoying thing is it's not coming from an outside viewer, an outside fan. It's coming from one of you hashtaggers.
Exactly.
The level of
Deal. So
That's right.
look, I'm not gonna sit here and be the hey, we're better than
will.
everybody, but we are. But no, but I do want to say, I think mainly, and I don't want to say just the Power Rangers fans. This really translates to all fandoms.
Yeah.
Is that it's so funny because when we were first starting out with hashtag show, everyone was super supportive. Then we started getting more and more and started doing other things, and then it felt like people start turning on you the more you get. And now that we're getting Power Ranger exclusives, honestly, to me, a lot of these other Power Ranger people that are like, oh, it's not official until they say, I feel it's a little bit of jealousy because they don't have exclusives.
Yeah, 'cause they all they do is review toys.
I mean, and you can't have Power Ranger exclusives because all they do is wait for the man to tell you what the news is. No, I'm not going to do that. I respect Hasbro, and I have a great working relationship with them. Matter of fact, they literally just invited us to an event in Dallas. So I like Hasbro, and I have a great respect for them. With that being said, when it comes to news, we're independently going to report it despite what Hasbro has to say about it.
Yep.
It's news. It is what it is. I mean, look, just like you would watch anything else, you know, just because somebody says something, you can't just wait for that. There has, like, we want to report news as it breaks, not when they tell us to break it. We're not under some, like, you know, regime that's going to
NDA,
happen
there's
with.
no NDA for us.
No, not at all.
But anyway, I had a good time doing the show. It felt very therapeutic. You feel better?
I feel great, man.
Yeah?
I feel
Were you
great.
done? You have more tweets or?
Nah, I feel like that's good. I feel
for
like
now.
for now. We'll save more for next week, and remember to use that hashtag #CookieFaceRants because
Oh,
You're gonna have a whole nother one next week. You better hope you get.
Oh,
are you gonna be out there looking for Twitter fights now?
I think so.
I
I
actually
think
have
people will send
have
stuff.
people doing it for me. So
Yeah, people will
I
send
get
stuff to
text messages. Hey, did you see this? Oh, thanks, man. It's actually someone that's pretty
Close to the show.
pretty cl- not
on
close
the
to the
show?
show. No, he's not on the show, but he's pretty close to the fandom.
okay. All
Yeah,
right, cool.
he's a certain guy that we know.
Well, we respect all of you guys that are in the chat right now.
Except for
Thank you.
J-Man, he can go fuck himself.
Thank you guys so much for watching us and spending your Saturday with us. We really like this open forum show that we just did today. But like I said, we're going to keep striving to give you the best Power Ranger news that we absolutely can. Not just news, but Power Ranger show. That includes bringing in live guests like we did last week with Mike Rome. That also includes, movie reviews from the Sonoso brothers or even other Rangers. Also, we have another one coming up. Hopefully by next week, we'll have Brendan Mejia unboxing himself. So
Oh.
there's a few things that we have right in the pipeline for you guys. Maybe we have a lot of things going on, trying to bring in some more Ranger guests, and we also have that Patreon. So one more time, just for you, for a last final hurrah there. Also, how do you say your name? Faisal?
Faisal Salam.
Yep. They also just joined our Patreon.
Oh,
So
they
thank
did?
you so much. You're also entered in. The New Yorker, you're a New Yorker. You're also entered in our contest.
Not wrong. Boston does suck.
So that's our Patreon. Like we said, this is a chance for us to really extend the Cosmic Protector universe with you guys included and really make Power Rangers immersive for everybody. Like we want to do and include everybody. But I think that's going to do it for us, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing I forgot to say. So we have the three of us and Josh, outside of this, have a podcast called Illuminerdi. Our first guest was Brennan Mejia. And Brennan Mejia, if you're a big fan of anime, if you're a big fan of video games, and you want to just get to know who Brennan Mejia a little bit more, check out the Illuminerdi podcast. Now, that's spelled with an I, not with a Y. It's spelled with an I at the end, not with a Y. So check out Illuminerdi. That's on Stitcher. That's on iTunes. Anywhere where you can get a podcast. I'm sure Josh is going to put a link in there. Anywhere that you can listen to a podcast, we are there. Download it. You'll get a whole new insight to Brendan Mejia. He also does this fun thing with his friends where he plays video games, and whoever loses has to do push-ups. We're not going to do that.
No, but it's fun.
We can do that, can't we do
grown
that?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I've grown a little bit.
But if you want to, and also if you want to know what anime right now Brendan Mejia is into, you can check that out. He talks about some of his fandoms. It's a really fun podcast with Brendan Mejia. So check that out. But that's going to do it for us. What's coming on next on TGIS?
Superhero News Network.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's
There's
the
a lot of
subject
news
of?
right
They're
now.
going to be talking about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Whoa.
Keanu
Reeves in the
Reeves.
MCU, man.
Yeah.
Like that's where is he gonna be? What's he gonna be doing?
Yeah, he's just had like this huge fan.
See, I don't think it's been a resurgence. He's been steady. It's peaking. It's getting higher. It's
Yeah.
getting stronger. And a culmination would be great to see what he's going to do in MCU, and we'll be able to hear from the SNN cast exactly what they think is best for him.
Yep. So yeah, stick around. That's going to be on at 2 p.m. and then after that, Box Office Showdown.
Daniel, where can everybody find you on social media?
Just look up Battlestar Galactica, unless it's on Twitter, which is that hashtag BSG.
You can find me at that hashtag Joe on all social media, and Jezzer.
At Zeus. And be sure to use that hashtag so I can find
Hashtag
more
Cookie
people.
Face Rants.
Rants.
Hashtag Cookie Face Rants. Use it. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Join us for the Superhero News Network. Tatiana, Migdalia, and Tony are going to be talking superheroes, and that's coming up in just about 30 minutes.
Yep.
So join us. We'll see you guys next time. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that little bell to get notifications when we go live. Thank you so much for joining us this week. I am Joe. This is Daniel. This is Jezzer. We're out.